Hi guys and welcome to my new video. Today I want to show you the updated version of my Magnet Warrior Fiendsmith deck profile. I think that post of the Fiendsmith card reprints, this is the most budget and the strongest budget deck in the format. This deck has everything, has a good handboard, has a lot of grand game, and it can play a lot through interruptions. So I think that if you do not want to invest in this format a lot of money, you can just build this deck and play very good. So because this deck it's very hard to play and master, but if you manage to master this deck, it's very strong. And let's just start with the deck profile. I already done a deck profile of this deck, so I will not explain the effects. I will maybe just explain the ratios, the different ratios. I apologize as always in advance for my bad English, and let's just start. One copy of Delusion, 3 copies of Linear, strongest card in the deck, 3 copies of Beta, 2 copies of Sigma Minus, this time just 2, because I thought that you can recycle them in the deck if you play this deck properly, so you do not need 3 copies of this card, but it's strong. You can still think to play it at 3 copies, but I think that I really just need space for more flex spots that you want to play flex spot in this deck, because they are very good. And for these 2 copies, playing less copies of a card needs more skill, but I think that if you master this deck, and you cannot play this deck if you do not master it, because it's very hard to play, and because you need to manage a lot of resources, and if you do not play well, you will probably lost. Because so I thought that 2 copies is the best, because if you play 2 copies, you need to play better than if you play with 3 copies, because you need to manage better your resources. And but if you want to play this deck, you need to play good. You need to play very well in any case. So at this point, I think that you can just play these at 2 copies. 1 copies of Sigma Plus, 1 copy of Epsilon, and 1 copy of Omega Plus. Then I play 3 copies of Duotherion, another 1 card combo. Then for the Fiendsmith engine, 2 copies of Engraver, 1 copy of Lacrima, and 1 copy of Lorry. Then for the Magnet Warrior spell, 3 copies of Magnet Bonding. And 1 copy of the best card in the deck, Play Magnet Field. This card can win you a lot of games. Like, I really win most of my matches, and I'm not joking, just for this card, because this card gives you everything. Follow up, it gives you more disruptions with the Magnet Warrior engine, and is very good. Trust me, this card is really good. And then 2 copies of Tracto. And for this card, it helps you to play a lot through interruptions. This card is just everything, because this deck, and this synergizes a lot with the Omega Plus, because you will always have a level 4 to activate his effect on the field. So this card is everything for the deck, I think, and you should play it. For the non-engine, I play 2 draws, because it's the best entrap in the format. Then 3 Ashes, 3 copies of Ghostbell, 3 copies of Fugalos, and 1 copy of Nibiru. Then I play 1 copy of Cold Buy, and 2 copy of Impermanence. This is all for the main deck. There are 40 cards. Then for the extra deck, I play 1 copy of Desirae, 1 copy of Flux, 1 copy of Conduction Warrior Plasma Magnum, and 1 copy of Lacrima, 1 copy of Necroquip. This is all for the fusions. Then for the Xyz, I play 1 Dracosac, 1 Caesar, 1 Gallant, and 1 Exiton. Exiton is the best card of this extra deck, of course. Then I play 1 Goddess, 1 Agumon 1 Sequence, 1 SP, 1 EP, and 1 Requiem. This is all for the deck. Then I show you this side. 1 copy of Santa Claus, because the Luna Knight still exists, unfortunately. And this card is very good against Luna Knight. Then 3 copies of Purulia. Very good card. Purulia is just a good card. I used to main this card, but we played Droll, so playing 6 Mulch Armies plus Droll wasn't very good for me, so I choose to put Purulia in the side deck. 1 copy of Talent, because they go in second. You can choose to play Cross Out if you want. I prefer Talent, but if you want, you can play Cross Out. 1 Duster. 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet, because this card is just insane. It's just Droplet. And 2 copies of Evenly. Just 2 copies of Evenly Matched, because you will not have the space in the main deck to side 3 Evenly and 3 Droplets. So I choose to play just 2 copies of Evenly to have more flexibility in my extra deck. Then 3 copies of Warning. If you have Accusation, I think that you should play Accusation. I do not have it, but Accusation is better than Warning. And 1 copy of Judgment. Maybe it wasn't Accusation. I do not remember if the new Judgment, if the new Solemn card is Accusation, but the new Solemn card, you should play the new Solemn card if you have it, because it's better than Warning. But I still use Warning because I do not have the new Solemn card. This deck is very strong because you have a lot of grand game, you have a lot of plays that you can do, you can play very well through interruptions, and for this reason, for the cost that this deck has, I really think that you should give it a try. I hope that you liked my deck profile. I like it a lot because I really won a lot of locals with this deck and a lot of big locals. And I think that this deck is just worth it for me because it's very solid. I hope you liked the video too. If you did it, leave a comment and tell me what you think about this deck, and bye.